Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War, where you find us in a slightly unusual situation, a slightly more difficult situation than I was really expecting to be, given I own, like, you know, 2/3 of the world and all of that. So, as it turns out, yes, our old enemies Spain, or rather, new enemies really, they just kind of invaded northern France for no well-explained reason. Spain, as it turns out, is just sitting on a citadel and several really tough-looking armies over here, and is refusing to basically march against us. So that's going to be interesting. We may as well just move you forward onto a bridge. Honestly, they're very likely to come and move forward towards you. Not least as, yeah, it would appear that inside this territory, yeah, Medieval 2's just sort of forgotten there are roads there. Medieval 2 sometimes just did that. It's fine, don't worry about it too much. Portugal is attacking one of our new little settlements over here. That's fine, we can go and relieve those guys. That's nothing, they're not going to get into that settlement. No problem at all. And he says, yes indeed, Valencia, I'm going to need you to actually send some reinforcements up there. Right, not much, but Valencia needs some repairing yet, so don't worry about that for now. Anything new we can actually hire? No, just a mercenary galley. That's fine. You just get over here, drop down a watchtower, because why the bloody hell not, eh? And then, yeah, next turn we'll be able to relieve these guys. They haven't built anything yet, so that's 100% fine. Venice wants to take back Venice. Not too surprisingly, I suppose, but, yeah, we have the problem here that our force to potentially go and relieve Venice is not very good, and would need to have to cross a bridge against all the Pavese crossbow militia in the world. Meanwhile, inside Venice itself is nothing but 4 cannons. That's going to be a tricky one to hold. In fact, I'm really not sure what to do with Venice at all. That is a good army. That's a really good army, and it is about to basically just walk straight into Venice, and there's not much I can really do about it, because if I bring up a reinforcement army, yeah, when they decide to attack the city, there's no way to get those reinforcements into the city, because Venice is surrounded by water, so therefore, yeah, it wouldn't be... Actually, ooh. Okay, you can only assault Venice from one side. That is most certainly true. However, if I was to be... No, that wouldn't count because, yeah, the river fills a particular square. So the square which you'd have to be involved in order to be pulled into the battle is, yeah, all of them are actually going to be on the river. So you couldn't be standing, like, right here and still be pulled into that battle and thus be able to reinforce the city by running in during the battle itself. No, that's not going to work. The only way to actually stop Venice besieging that city is to actually go and cross the bridge. No, I think we just write off Venice, and then we do what we can with the cannons when the battle comes. That's fine, don't worry about that. What we need to worry about in the meantime is, yes, the Pope. We've got some more popes to take care of first. First things first, let's get the majority of that army heading back north again in a hurry. Ideally in, yeah, you're not going to be able to make it to me. That's 100% fine. You just need to keep moving on your way. Naples doesn't need much in the way of troops, but as soon as some become available, I will start retraining. In fact, you know what? I'm going to train a new spy right here to send down towards Sicily, just to make sure these bastards don't head up here and try and take Naples while it's looking very flimsy indeed. I've also got a good fleet here. I would say probably these guys all want to just basically barrel over to that and get over towards, yeah, this land as soon as possible. Join up with Rome. Let's just train some more stuff here, just in case the flipping Moors show up again. That should be absolutely fine. And we've also got Carla V here. Yeah, this is an... it's a scruffy force, but we might be able to throw together just about enough. Don't forget to retrain all of this, by the way. Yeah, we're not going to have enough. I mean, if we had enough artillery, we might be able to pull it off, just by virtue of having... Ooh, we've got this force... but this force needs ridiculous amounts of retraining before it's going to be able to do anything at all. Yeah, we've got a lot of really battered armies around here, which kind of affects our combat effectiveness quite a flipping lot, but no matter. May as well just get you out of the way, by the way. Just naff off. You just go away for the time being. Thank you very much. I mean, in theory, if I could just get basically enough Norse war clerics ready to go, supported by enough crossbows, maybe I could have... You know what, I'm just going to basically send anything I can... Ooh, all of you are pretty flipping screwed, aren't you? Yeah, okay, I'm just going to send everything I've got, just barreling down south to try and help out with any of this. These guys will probably go rogue because King Skapti's ruining everything. Together with just train as much as we can in this part of the world, maybe we'll be able to do something. Still, we've got a banner army floating around over here to take the fight to Venice a little bit. This guy is... This is a force we've basically already beaten once. Let's just quickly finish this off. That's fine. 25 men lost. and those guys are just going to be got rid of. They managed to escape, unfortunately. Right. Zagreb is now incredibly in trouble, which is good, because that is sitting on giant numbers of mines all over the place. Take that, that will be an excellent source of mining income. Let's just quickly build what we need to move into that city. I don't think there's much here at all, to be honest. No, barely anything. What have I just done now? Oh, Venice doesn't like me. I guessed. But let's be honest, the really exciting, sexy stuff is... Oh, hang on. Hang the flip on. Right, so, Byzantine army featuring all the siege equipment in the world. If you guys would potentially be interested in, you know, I don't know, maybe attacking Venice right now, that'd be marvellous. But again, don't worry about that right now because, oh, you're waiting for it. The sexy thing that's really going on over here is, yeah, it would appear the Mongols are actually ready to actually flipping invade. You retreat to Kaisaria. Kaisaria is just trading everything it possibly can. That's absolutely fine. What else can we have here? Ooh. Okay, we're almost ready. Okay, get the ballista towers underway. The ballista towers will help a flipping lot. Adana is where King Skapti is. Please just attack him. Just attack him, you stupid bastards. Just go ahead and flipping try. Antioch is okay, but screw it. We might as well just kind of keep building everything we can here. Yeah, just get as many cannons trained as possible over there. You may as flipping well. This force of reinforcements is just kind of chilling around here. You just go and join up with those guys for the time being. Aleppo needs to just keep training. Everyone just needs to keep training. If you can train artillery or archers or heavy infantry, flipping do it, alright? Seriously. Especially if you're one of the flipping production centres of the Empire. Come on, Acre, I shouldn't need to be telling you to do this stuff. Ooh, I like the look of that, though. That's a very large amount of cannons of varying descriptions and a whole bunch of artillery, sure. You know what, just start sending some of that north. We might be needing it sooner rather than later. That force is now heading north. Whole bunch of cannons on the way. If they try and take the bridges, having loads of cannons and artillery will flipping help out. But... oh, this is where things get either really good or really bad. Antioch, would you like anything, by the way? Kind of like, you know, last request, quite frankly. Have a market. Apparently you don't have one. Sure, why not? Ah, yes, and back in Italy, there are a bunch of extra... ooh. There are a bunch of troops floating around Bern, but that is a fairly large rebel army, but it's also a fairly terrible rebel army. Yeah, you know what? Basically, all of you guys just start powering down to the south. All of you, be on your way, join it with what's here. Maybe we can save Venice after all, though admittedly, these guys might be coming in right flipping now, as I've got nothing to hold the walls. Literally nothing. Cannons cannot go up on them. Actually, wait. Can cannon crews abandon the cannons in order to go up onto the walls, purely for the sake of having the... ooh, interesting. I don't know. Meanwhile, the former Hungarian territories, let's just get whatever's still vaguely in fighting shape, heading south as quickly as possible. Those forces, not great, but there's a bunch in Vienna as well they can join up with. That'll do as a starting point at least, sure. But yes, this is going to be one hell of an interesting turn. You can also just get around here, by the way. Keep an eye on this little territory in this part of the world. There's just... some mailed knights, mounted sergeants, and some Italian militia floating over here. The Venetian-held Crimea. Absolutely marvellous. Need to go and take care of that at some point. But yes, as for what the Mongols are going to do next, bloody hell I don't know. And I don't know what the Pope's going to do now. Spain are probably just going to stay exactly where they are. Venice are probably going to attack. This is going to be one hell of an interesting between turns, I would say. Yes. And I've also got a diplomat heading south just to basically meet up with, the Byzantines. Now, Spain, are you planning to do something? No. You're planning to send a random boat floating around Venice. Are you going to attack me? Are you attacking me or are you waiting for more siege equipment? I don't think you need it, but you might choose to. Or we could just keep staring at the channel for however long you feel like. Oh, wait, what? Okay. They've lifted the siege in order to try and go and relieve their city. Well, that's really stupid of them, and that really works for me, because they won't get there in time, but that means now I can actually put some proper reinforcements into Venice proper. Good. Fighting that force out on the field will be much better. And as for the Sicilian idiot force, it's now going after Cairo. Beautiful. Now, Byzantines, what are you planning to do with that massive great army? Because if it's attack the Venetians, that'd be beautiful, because you're pretty much the last candidate actually left in the world for me to be friends with. So I'd really like to be friends. Like, so much. No movement from that big army yet. Where's it going? Come on, what are you doing with it? Ooh, okay, we've moved on. Interesting. The Moors probably just preparing to invade Corsica, because why the bloody hell not, eh? Turks giving up on Baghdad as usual, or rather just clearing out some rebels for the time being. We've got a spy nearby, keeping an eye on all of that. No problem at all. As long as they don't come over to Odessa, that's... Ah! Don't forget, I've got a city under siege up there. I kind of forgot about that. Need to go and take that off some stupid rebels. Now, Papal State, would you like to come and have a chat with me about how much you want to be at peace? And also, at some point, is someone going to give the Papal States a new city? Like, Venice could... Or Portugal could. It doesn't strike me as likely. Portugal's only got 2 flipping cities, so... Oh, Mongols. Okay, it looks like they're heading towards Caesarea. Okay. Are they just going to straight up be bypassing Adana? Feels like that's what they want to do. Oh, is this it? Is this the moment? We're not under siege yet, but they're definitely grouping around Caesarea. Sadly, King Skapti now can't get there because they've blocked King Skapti's access. Right, it looks like they do want to lay siege to Caesarea, which unfortunately will not have flipping ballista towers ready in time, but will have a fortress. So, what do we have here then? Settlement besieged, okay, Cairo by Sicily. Honestly, not too worried by that. Faction announcements. Ah, we've got ourselves a new kid here, including, hang on, coming of age at Thorn. Yet another person at the Thorn party. You are cultured, physically attractive, so you're popular and chivalrous. Anything else? Ooh, dubious. Not so good. Budding bureaucrat is nice. Poor speaker. Brave is nice. Okay. Ingeborg Heinckson. We might need to come up with something for you to do. Because you are actually not that bad. Also, comments pointed out, I think I missed my actual, factionaire dying. So, who's the factionaire right now? It's King Skapti the Useless's eldest son, Prince Thorgils, currently 39. Okay, you are in... Oh, gee, wait, hang on. You seem competent enough. Drill Master, Roger Bacon, Tax Farmer... Okay, religious and chivalrous and all sorts. Sloppy taxman, incompetent trader. Just a social drinker. Okay. We might actually have, after Skapti finally flipping dies, we might actually have a competent leader here. Okay, what are we doing here? If we could just hold off 2 turns, the ballista towers could be done. That'd be marvellous. Guys, if you'd be so kind. I suspect they're not going to be that kind. Right, what are we going to do? What can we just top this place up with right now? We've got some useless cavalry. This is not even going to be a particularly competent hold. Okay. These guys have such a ridiculously large amount of defense, they'll be capable of holding well on the walls. We should probably just get some dismounted feudals going on. Like, we don't really need armor piercing, because most of the wall fighting is not going to involve armor. The kind of stuff that's going to come up on the walls is not going to be armoured. Meanwhile, as for the horses, we'd ideally have spears. We don't have spears. So dismounted Huskars on the ground to deal with that might not be the worst thing in the world. Norse Axemen in a supporting role might be okay, but not spectacular. I mean, these guys are solid enough at least. Or we could just send actual Huskars. Yeah, and in all fairness, actual Huskars, effective against armour, they don't have much of a charge, but they're nice and choppy. Sure, why not? Let's just get some extra troops going on in there. Now, do I dare potentially actually step out off the bridge to not challenge these guys, but give them an opening to attack me if they want? Because there's a narrow pass right here. If I was to draw up defensively here, then they would not be able to attack me with more than 3 armies simultaneously. Now, if I was to bring a lot of flipping artillery to bear on that one spot... Godfred the Handsome, how do you feel about being a big damn hero? Does that seem tempting to you? Because we might be able to, like, you know, taking on the Mongols in the open field is pretty much asking to die. But if I could basically draw up here, where it's only going to be a handful of them, when I say only a handful, you get down here, keep an eye on this. What are these guys? Yeah, long-range stuff. Bad defense. Not great. Definitely there are better bits and pieces, but still defense 15. That reminds me, probably just go and take this, because otherwise the Turks are going to flip and want it. Maybe just move in here. Take that out, please. Yeah, you know what? I think we can just straight up walk in. That's 100% fine. 55 men lost. Beautiful. We've taken, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. And we can just occupy it too. That's okay. Yay, we picked up territory. At this point, we are just mopping up. Oh, we're so close. Actually, if we just take Yerevan down here, we genuinely will have reunited the Empire. Our Empire will all be connected by land, apart from, apart from that bit. Apart from Leon. Right, which might actually be a bit more, you know, difficult to do because of the flipping Spanish being dug in incredibly deep in a citadel, yes. Right, let's just quickly see off the Portuguese, by the way. You'll back off immediately, fine, and we'll just see you off as well. What have you got here? Nothing major, again. I'll just auto-resolve that one. Clear victory, lovely. Execute those guys, nice. Get out of the way, please. Now, these guys can probably join up with a couple of extra just militia troops we can train here. Yeah, actually. Just give yourself some extra cannon. Why not? And that's probably going to be enough to... Ooh, probably not going to be enough, actually, to consider assaulting the Portuguese citadel. You know what? Let's just get some extra troops in production over here at Bordeaux to go and help out with that. Just because we might need a little bit more to push into Spain anyway, just to finish those bastards off. So Venice survives for one more day at least. That's very nice indeed. These forces are now heading in this direction. Too late for that. This force is... Oh dear. Yeah, once again, I think this is a nice, simple auto-resolve for this city. Because once again, yeah, once you get to this point of the game, there's like a lot of mopping up to do. So I'm very happy to auto-resolve for a fair bit. Because this is... yeah, basically, there's nothing here. It's fine. So we'll auto-resolve that one. We'll move in here. This city's going to be worth a lot of money. We will almost certainly, yeah, absolutely, we will sack that settlement for 18,000, up to 45,000 florins at this point. Frederick the Honourable is getting on a bit, but he's 10 out of 10 in honourableness, despite just burning that place to the ground. So that's lovely. Toss some ballista towers on it, just in case the Venetians take their sweet time arriving. And now you, with your army, swing down here and start slapping down watchtowers so we can see what the bloody hell's going on. The Venetian capital right now is, yeah, this citadel. Now that's going to be a bit more on the tricky side, yes. Together with another citadel over here. And this one is flipping, yeah, fully stacked. That's going to be difficult. Let's just quickly send some reinforcements from Alexandria to see off the flipping Sicilians. Yep, very happy to just deal with that. Execute those guys. Ooh, we've got someone new. Nice. King Harold, age 20. Good commander. You, get over to Alexandria. Help out there, please. Thank you very much indeed. Apparently you weirdly can't walk any further. Yeah, you're decent, actually. Religiously active, very loyal. Hopefully you'll develop some good trade traits. And as for what's left here... very little. I mean, the reason they had any chance at all was because they had some proper heavy infantry there. But that's fine. Cairo will be a-okay in time, hopefully anyway. You know what? We're swimming in money. Those guys can have a huge stone wall to help deal with the, yeah, no doubt rising problem of squalor right over there. Ooh, and Gaza can finally have what I've wanted to give it for ages, an armor factory. Advanced plate. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can have that. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give the Mongols an opportunity to offer battle. Godfrey the Handsome, are you okay, by the way? You are, yeah, you're healthy. Admittedly, you suffer from morale, but with that much flipping dread, they're going to suffer from morale as well. Actually, ooh, Night Fighter. Okay. Night Fighter opens up opportunities. That opens up several opportunities, in fact. Now, are any of these guys night fighters? I've just had my spy on this guy. Yeah, sadly, unfortunately, the Mongols do tend to all be night fighters. I seem to recall that. So, I can't use night fighters to pick them apart one by one. Godfred, I think it's time for... Ah, the artillery's a fair bit behind. Fine. Next turn, perhaps, we'll be ready to do that. Not quite yet. And as for the Spanish situation... I guess you, my good man, probably just want to head... what could or could not make it to that spot? This army, because of its artillery, can't make it there. I'd say you want to head to about here, see if any of the smaller Spanish forces take the bait. If they don't, you can get yourself lodged on this here bridge, which would give you a nice opportunity to have a go at those guys. Yeah, that could theoretically work. Also, just keep retraining. Oof. It's going to take a while to retrain at Valencia. Those guys took some knocks. Now, the Papal Army. Because the Pope is, well, it's still not the right Pope. Yeah, you see, corrupt. We can't have a corrupt Pope. That's not fair or proper or right at all. So, we've got to get a better pope going on. So, let's just get some troops over here. And then just get the troops we've shipped over from Corsica into that there army. And also, see off the bloody Venetians. Go away, please. Please sink. Nope, haven't sunk just yet, but that's fine. Anything in Rome? No, barely anything in Rome at all. There is a force hit. It's not a great force. And you can't make it any further today. Any chance you can? No, there's nothing to hire either. That force is... some heavy infantry, lots of competent archers, cavalry's a bit on the light side. We might be able to push that against the Pope next turn, actually. I might go and try and attack the Pope. Even if we can't win, bare minimum, we'll do a lot of damage and cripple the Pope's ability to take any of our cities back. So that's absolutely fine. Ah, yes, that does remind me. I need to train some stuff here. And also send the spy I just trained. Yep, there you go. Just loop round here. Make sure everything's safe in this part of the world, please. Thank you very much. And as for this force, let's just keep you around here. The Venetians still haven't really picked a direction. You move around here. Everyone, you moved south, didn't you? Yeah, you're some decent troops from that part of the world. By now we should have some more. Yeah, good, decent quality actual Norse war clerics up there. So, not spectacular, but they'll do the job. Anyone else got any actual, like, you know, good troops? Ah, catapults. That would be welcome, yes, sure. And then just some more flipping, yeah, decent Norse stuff, more crossbows. There's basically no infantry in this army. But then, there's very little infantry in this army either. It's mostly just crossbow on crossbow. And if I've got the cavalry advantage, I can probably keep his lads dancing long enough that that actually can be made to work for me, yes. But actually, how many, you've got more of that. Anyone else got any more of the, yeah, okay. Let's get rid of you two. Let's just quickly start merging some stuff together here. We can make a better army than what we've got here. You lot, naff off, please. Just naff off down over there. And then just send me the sword staff militia. Because those guys will do a competent enough job. Yeah, that's a bit better. Then at least we've got a bit of a front line. Yeah, and then some extra gold shield spear militia around here. Yeah, 6 and 10, that'll do. Now, good old Karl of V, part of the cult of Karl, of course, he's got a decent enough army to chase these guys down. One army from this side, one army from this side will simply pincer the flipping Venetians and wipe them out over here. That'll be beautiful. And then the survivors can all head down here to Ragusa, chase them out of there. The Byzantines already have taken this territory off them. I think that will leave them with nothing but, yeah, Kaffa over here, and then Sofia. Though that will be a difficult final battle to dislodge them. You head over here, by the way, because you should actually probably head over to Bran for the sake of retraining, because some of these guys need some retraining, and Bran has got some decent quality troops right now. That army altogether, if I were to toss in some cannons, do we have any cannons by any chance? Yeah, could train some cannons, need to potentially just get some more money from, you know, somewhere. Kiev, you don't really need Docklands right this second, do you? No, no, of course you don't. Yeah, let's just get some flipping... Ooh, cannons, cannons, cannons. More powerful than trebuchets, gotta love it. Right, just get some cannons in production over there. Send some more troops down to this guy, that's 100% fine. Yeah. Between those cannons and the troops across these armies and maybe some reinforcements from Bucharest there, that should be enough to give the Venetians a good fight at Sofia. But... time for the moment of truth. So, Mongols, are you actually wanting to do this at long last? Well, first, the Spanish Armada of 1 that forgot to actually bring any armies along just wanted to kind of continue its little journey. Venetian Assassin wants to just wander around. Ooh, many Venetian Assassins. Okay, gotta be careful of them. Maybe get some assassins of my own on the field, because the Venetians are now seriously targeting my generals. But no movement from their main army, however. Sicily floating on... Ooh, blimey. Right. The Sicilians have brought reinforcements up to Egypt. Okay, guys, I would have thought we could all agree I had more important things to deal with right now, but screw it, the Sicilians can't think of anything better to do. On the plus side, that means I know they're not going to be invading Italy, because they're too busy invading Egypt for no well-explained reason. And the big army moves, but doesn't actually do anything fine. And Spain also did not take the bait for my guy sitting out in the field. But if I move over to a bridge, maybe he will in future. And Turks understandably want Baghdad. You're going to... Don't you dare take Yerevan. Alright, I want Yerevan. It would be very annoying if you would now block me from my attempt to reunify the Empire. Or rather, unify it for the first time, I guess. Now, Papal States, any movement from you guys and your big old army? Because you guys still don't actually have, like, you know, a city. No one's actually, you know, volunteered to hand you one yet, which is just kind of funny. Oh, bloody hell, Mongols! What are you doing now? Are they actually bypassing me? No, wait, no, yes, no. No, they are coming down south. I thought that was one guy heading north, but no, that's a northern guy coming south. Right. Where? Oh, wait, hang on. You're going back to... He's going back towards Adana. You're going up from... Okay. They have not attacked Kaisaria. In fact, the great bumbling migration continues. Also, I'm pretty sure I just saw in the corner of my eye for a second there that entire army just went rogue. The entire army that was supposed to be taking on the Pope just went flipping rogue. Right. Snorri of... Okay. Skapti, I think I've got a mission for you. Alright, I think I've got a really, really good idea for a mission that you can undertake. Right, Godfrey the Handsome, take the artillery that we've got and start drawing up here on this mountain pass, alright? Also take, yeah, lovely, more artillery, it's probably too much artillery. Just take that much artillery, that's plenty of artillery. You know what, that's a pretty nice army right there. Go and join up with that. We need to get rid of a little bit of that, however. There we go, that's nice. You got yourself a proper big old army there. You guys just join up with that backup force. Continue holding the bridge just in case of emergencies. You guys join up with those guys, nice. Now the problem is, yeah, if I attack any of these guys, then everyone in every direction gets to be involved. But if I was to attack him, then only these two armies might get involved, and even then, only if they've got Night Fighter. Now at this point, I don't really want to sacrifice... No, I really don't want to sacrifice Adana in its entirety, just for the sake of getting rid of Skapti. But for Skapti to basically have any impact whatsoever, he needs to send out an army. Adana can actually train troops, right? Yeah, Adana can train Norse archers. How many more could theoretically get there this turn with the benefit of... Ooh. Okay, we can restock Adana from Antioch immediately. That is of interest, because those troops can make it far enough to actually get in there. Okay, that's it. We're doing it. Right, so, Skapti, good news. I've got a special mission for you. You can leave yourself like a couple of troops here. We don't actually need, like, you know, many troops for this. Basically, just take yourself out of the city, right here. If you want some mercenaries, you're welcome to them. These guys are... Ooh. Long-range missiles? Well, why not, eh? In fact, actually, you know what? You can actually... Hang on, we'll just have these... Just move those up by one step. Hire all of the long-range missiles, because those are actually quite useful. So we'll hire all of them, but you're not actually allowed to keep those, by the way. Those are actually going back to Adana, because they're more useful than you are, you stupid bastard king. You can, however, have, if you really want, some nice light cavalry. There you go, you can have a full army there, and you can stay there. Now, get the reinforcements in place immediately. We can't get the artillery up, understandably, but all of these guys, supported by a bunch of infantry, all of them can make it to Adana immediately. So Adana does still have a decent thing going on. Also, there's just a random priest here for no well-explained reason. Go on, send some extra troops up there. Why not, eh? Just make sure you're fine and full up, and then basically just train 3 ranks of Norse archers. Right, that's still a good force right there. Skapti, you've got a good force. Oh, this is perfect. This is just absolutely beautiful. Venice agent detected. Nothing too major going on here. I can't believe the flipping anti-Pope force went rogue. Oh, you can't attack the Pope. He's the embodiment of God on earth. Wow, wow, wow. Right, King Skapti, this is your moment of glory. Alright, this is... You didn't need to kind of do that at double speed. Now, can I actually get these guys off the field by any chance? And the answer is... no. Every single one of them is a night fighter. So, I guess we're doing this during the day. So, we're taking on a pious bloke, apparently, who has got flipping rocket launchers, which quite frankly just feels like that's just unfair and anachronistic, but I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, so lots of dread. So, my own troops are going to have appalling morale, and they're already being commanded by Skapti, so the morale's going to be pretty poor already. Oh dear. Yeah, this is not good. He's going to be backed up by, yeah, even more flipping archers and more trebuchets and rocket launchers, obviously. And just in case that wasn't enough, we've got this guy right here. Now, by the way, Skapti, you better die. I do not want Skapti not dying in this. And then we've got more flipping archers. Long range, long range. Okay, what I need to do is I basically need to run within range to start firing on them. Because if I can just weaken some of their infantry, if I can, like, you know, damage their foot archers, which I can do, like those guys I can damage, anything I can do to just soften up their infantry is worth doing. Screw it, Skapti, this is your moment to shine right flipping here, alright? Alright, what do we actually have going on here exactly? We've got ourselves... pretty flat, all things considered. And we know that the reinforcements are coming from the rear over there. We don't want to fall back for the most part, because if we take too long to get up to them, then... yeah, if we take too long to get over to them, then the reinforcements will just show up. And I kind of want to do as much damage as I can before that happens. Over on this side of the battlefield, no, I can't use the walls. They're outside of the scope of the battlefield. Okay. Probably over here to have at least a little bit of high ground. That will be fine. So, first up, we want to have a whole bunch of archers. Now, understandably, we want to have them in loose formation immediately. I just want a huge amount of loose formation archers. Now, behind those guys, we want to have even more loose formation archers. That's all 100% fine. Who are you? No, you're also supposed to be in loose formation, please. Thank you very much. So this force here is going to be relatively hard to hit. It's pretty well armoured as archers go. It's spread out, it's well set up, and screw it, it's going to be not allowed to, not you, it's going to be not allowed to skirmish. That's not its job. Its job is to run forward while spread out, and then everything will be fine. At the rear to help out, albeit probably not much, there's some actual proper flipping cavalry, and then there's King Skapti, ready for his moment in the sun to just charge and die. These guys, the actual cavalry, can just take out the flanks, because their job is to basically just try and chase off any missile cavalry as far as they can. This is a very odd army. Screw it, it'll have to do. Right, where are the enemy? The enemy are piling in from every side. We need to basically just charge forward as quickly as possible. The frame rate's going to completely die, by the way. That's fine. Yeah, the advantage is his horses, for the most part, are going to be standard range. So if we can just basically get on top of them, that'd probably be okay, all things considered. Probably everyone wants to start running, including the cavalry. So, Skapti, you're going to get there well ahead of everyone else, but that's absolutely fine. Marvellous. So, everyone starts running. Frame rate already starts collapsing. That's fine. There's a lot of people on the field right now. I forgive you, frame rate. In comes... Just look at the bloody mini-map. Oh, bloody hell. Right, guys. When are you going to be in range of anything of use? Because, yeah, bare minimum, we might be able to do a bit of damage to his actual cavalry, just because we'll outnumber it so badly. And then we just basically need to, yeah, just charge forward. Charge forward over there. Start charging as far as you flipping can. Get on top of something before every other army in the world shows up. Because every other army in the world is... The armies are so big, it's going to take them a while to actually get into the flipping battle. In come the trebuchets, by the way. And the flipping trebuchets and the rocket launchers. Don't forget there's flipping rocket launchers here. Just kind of juddering into the battle. Oh, bloody hell, poor frame rate. Now, you guys are almost into position here. Yep, keep going forward. We just basically want you to start shooting something as soon as possible, please, because sooner or later, they're going to have actual artillery here. And when I say sooner or later, there it is. So it's probably already in range, quite frankly. So everyone just keep going forward. We may as well try and get some shots in at their horse archers. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Just everyone forward, 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 please. Everyone forward, forward, forward. There's a bunch of infantry coming in on this side. Now, if we can just actually keep the... Ooh, this might be interesting. How close are we to being in range of... Oh, just look how little range I've got next to them. Right, their horse archers don't seem interested in actually engaging. These guys might be interested in engaging, and when I say might be interested in engaging, they're already flipping reloading. So they're already in range of me, and this is the thing. Like, I'm surrounded on all sides, and they're starting to fire. I don't have anything in range right now, because their flipping cavalry keeps falling back. Okay. I'm just going to basically, I'm going to pivot the army round to basically charge at these guys as far as I can. All of you guys are just going to charge over here. Go. Why not? We'll give it a go. Bare minimum, let's just go for the flipping archers, alright? Now, as for my own cavalry... Oh, in comes the flipping trebuchets. You guys doing anything yet? No, not yet. Where's this cavalry? This cavalry's around here. Everyone should be running, please. I'm just going to basically try and chase off those guys a little bit for a minute, just with enough cavalry, just to provide a small amount of screening while I try and get my flipping guys into position here. In comes all of that. In comes, there's more flipping cavalry. Those guys are just going to charge into those guys and do very, very little. I tell you what, you've just done like 20 infantry damage to some Mongols. That's flipping worth it. Congratulations, you've just done your job for the day. Right, you guys, get over here. You guys, wrap around here. There's some light lancers. Get rid of them. Just get rid of the flipping them. See them off. In comes some more stuff. Right, you guys, if there's flipping actual heavy cavalry coming in, just start seeing it off. What's going on this side, by the way? You two, redraw up your positions around here. Just provide cover as far as you can. There's infantry. There's flipping light lancers just charging in. You guys, get rid of those guys. And everyone else just basically fire at flipping will. You guys get on here. You guys are just charging in over here. We're just basically trying to provide these guys with as much cover as possible. Is anything actually, like, you know, working yet? You know what, Skapti? Get involved. Oh, that's the rocket launchers. The rocket launchers are now firing and doing tons of flipping damage. Skapti, get over here and just hit those light lancers. You might be able to do that at least. These guys are now hopefully starting to fire at some point. It would be nice to think they are. I don't know. They hopefully are. Who's this guy? Ah, there's a bodyguard over here. I outnumber him. Get over there and see if we can actually just take out one of their leaders. That'd make this all worthwhile. So, Skapti, if you just want to fight to the death, that'd be flipping perfect. Viking Raiders, go and help out. One of you, get over here. Shield your king. Soon to be dead king, but king for the time being. Anyone else firing right now? Good. There's a lot of fire coming in backwards and forwards. How much have we killed yet? We've killed 4% of them to 26% of us. But that's fine. Because, in all fairness, yeah, this sort of thing is... What are you guys doing? What? Hang on, you're... Oh, no, you're the Viking Raiders. I told you to come forward. Right, this bodyguard will hopefully start going down to... Yeah, Viking Raiders can start chopping down the bodyguard pretty quickly. That's nice. What actually is left in terms of... Ah, you know what? You guys... Get around the back here if you can and just take out the flipping... I think they've been shooting their own... Yeah, I think they've been shooting their own trebuchets in the back, actually. Oh, which is quite good. No, the asset for the rocket being fired is a little bit on the dodgy side, by the way. It's not a great asset. Right. Skapti, how are you doing in Operation At Least Bother Taking Out Their Leader? Is that going okay? Yeah? Maybe? Possibly? What are these guys doing? Ooh... Right, the thing is, nicely, because artillery does have friendly fire, they can at least be relied upon to do some damage to their own lot. You guys, screw it, get in here, just take out these guys. We'll take out some heavy archers this way. Our archers are just kind of standing and firing for the time being. You guys should be... What are you guys firing? I'm going to go into arrow cam here. What are you guys actually doing right now? Because the game says you're reloading. Any interest in reloading? Yeah, there we are. And you're going for... that particular bit of grass. Well done. Good work, lads. Job done. Right, so this bodyguard who is now taking tons of flipping rocket launcher damage. I think they're actually taking more damage from their own side than they are from me. In comes flaming arrows and rockets and trebuchets. They're down to 14. Skapti's still at flipping 48. Bless him. He's actually doing a decent, competent job. Come on, let's just finish off their leader. Let's just get him out of the way. Why don't we? Viking Raiders still standing and fighting. One of these guys has just naffed off. That's fine. You just kind of broke trying to take out those guys. Probably just concentrated missile fire. They're now trying to get away, I think. Down to 10. Still flipping steady. Come on. Come on, they're so flipping tough. Just so much flipping armor. Now, what's going on? I'm sure... Ah, we've actually managed to see someone off there. Beautiful. You guys, do not pursue. Redraw up, please. Just redraw up and protect the archers, because the archers will do a competent enough job. The bodyguard is now trying to get away. Chase him down if you'd be so kind. Just get after him and then follow that up by just, you know, whacking in some Mongol foot archers, because why not, eh? Here we go. Yep, you actually got lancers down for that one. A whole bunch of them just went down. So that was down from... Oh, yeah. Down from 8 to 2. Oh, yeah, come on. Come on, where is he? Where's the flipping leader? Skapti's still alive. Skapti's going to die with honour, damn it. He may be a useless idiot, but he's going to take out this silly hatted bastard Mongol fool. Alright, that's going to be his last act in the world. Come on. Just whack at him, stab him. And when I say Skapti's going to do this, Skapti's not. Skapti's just going to kind of, hang at the back and tell his friends to do it for him. But sooner or later, one of you's got to... That's right, just keep stabbing. Keep stabbing him. Just sooner or later... There's Skapti! Come on, Skapti, get in there and give him the finishing blow. Get in there and finish him off. Any minute now. Anytime you're ready. Come on, Skapti. I believe in you, Skapti. Just... There we go! Yay! We took out the king. Right, now... Follow that up by slamming into some actual flipping archers over here. There you go. So, forward, lancers down, and then you can actually assassinate their trebuchets on this army, which appears to have kind of been left mostly unguarded. Hopefully these guys might break really quickly, actually. It might be nice to see them breaking really fast now, because they've actually lost their leader. So, wavering already. Yep, there we go. Just smash into those guys. Actually, they're straight back over to steady. They're straight back to steady, darn it. But in all fairness, they've got, like, defense of 1. So we should be able to chop them down pretty quickly. These guys are steady, shaken. These guys are naffing off. You're just basically weirdly running in this direction. Right, just hit the trebuchet, please. Just hit the trebuchets in the back. See if we can just take them out for the time being. You've actually broken. That's nice. So we've done, we've done some damage. You guys are now apparently reformed over here. So why don't you just come over here and just attack these guys? At this point, oh dear, the archers are starting to fall apart purely on grounds that they are being hit by ridiculously large amounts of flaming fire from above.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Wait, what? The enemy of... Oh, when it says half their men, I'm guessing you mean half the men from one army. You know what? I'm willing to trade King Skapti for half of one of these stupid bastards. Why the bloody hell not, eh? Right, those guys are actually in decent shape. What about these guys over here? Oh, those are Mongol infantry. Don't worry about that. That's Mongol infantry that's a bit more on the weak side. So, chase down those guys. Skapti is going to be the last person standing in this battle, alright? He's doing a good job, damn it. And sooner or later, these guys will run out of arrows. Then they'll have to actually come in and fight me. And that will be the moment where we win. Or we don't win. We don't win this one, by the way. But you know what? We've done some flipping damage, alright? We've done some flipping damage. We just need to chop down some infantry. 18%, yeah. At least half of one full stack army, including a lot of infantry, has gone down. In comes more. Oh, so many dead Danish people. But we've got the economy to retrain and rebuild, alright? We've got the production facilities. We've got the economy. I think we'll be alright. Now, these guys can just be chopped down nice and quickly. What have we got? Oh, that's another army that just arrived, by the way. It hasn't really bothered getting involved yet, but it's just over here just in case it's required. Lovely. Right, Mongol infantry 82 over there, 81 over there. So just get a good charge in on them. Go on, see if we can just break those guys. What's over here? That's some Mongol heavy archers. We've actually got a charge. Yep, got some charges in on the back there. Skapti, you're gonna do good work. Alright, I believe in you. 81 for the time being, but that did presumably go down a bit, right? Yeah, there we are. It just kind of dropped by 10 instantaneously. Unfortunately, there are now heavy archers at the back who have like 16 armor or something. So even though they are marked as missile cavalry, they will do the job perfectly well directly. Skapti, get out of there. You can do better work just slowly attacking. Yeah, over here. Look, there's some soft stuff over here. Mongol foot archers. Just basically go and charge into these guys if you can. You can definitely do better work over there. Get over there. Get yourself one good final charge. And come on, Skapti. This is Skapti view right here. Skapti. He's not even bloody jet, actually. I think he is wearing fine armor or something. So in he goes. And then just... Oh, Skapti, you magnificent bastard. The bards will sing songs about this and possibly the other stuff, unfortunately for you. You kind of wish they'd just focus on this moment, because this is a good moment. This is a good moment for you. There's not much left at this point. In come the light lancers, and Skapti flees. No, don't flee, you're supposed to die. The entire point was you have to die. Someone, okay, light lancers, just, there he goes. There he goes. Crispy King Skapti. A clear defeat, apparently. But I will say, well, in all fairness, we just traded 2,000 men for 1,000. But we can replenish at a rate of like 1,000 a turn. They flipping can't, alright? So, Berke the Pious, who is 1, dead, and 2, his army is looking a little bit damaged, and Kuwa Khan, well, bare minimum, at least we've actually managed to do a little bit of stuff to him. Now, where's this army going to retreat to? Because there should be enough of it left, it is allowed to retreat. The question is, where does it go at this point? Am I willing to... Oh. Am I willing to ransom King... He was hit by a giant flaming ball! I'm going to be honest, I don't want to pay 10,000 florins for whatever crispy bits are left of it. No, sorry. How about you keep Skapti? I'll gladly, however, ransom the rest of it. No, sadly, it's one or the other. So, bye Skapti. So, he dies, and sadly that army has ceased to exist, because after we kind of turned down the guys who were captured, there wasn't enough left. Beautiful. Right, so... we have at least managed to significantly weaken one army. Like, that's good. That's... I mean, it's not great. There's still a lot of army here. But it's a start. Alright? And if they want to come and attack me, there's a much better army waiting for them up the side of a flipping mountain over here. So, new faction leader, King Thorgils, who has got, well, you know what? He's not got great authority, but he's got authority flipping 2 out of 10. Alright? It's good a flipping enough. Who's the new flipping factioner, by the way? It better be someone flipping competent. King Skapti. Oh, technically he was indeed executed. Right, apparently... Oh, because he was killed while he was fleeing, he's deemed to be captured. Even though he was blatantly killed. But whatever. Also, who's that? Oh, deserted. We literally scratched them out of the flipping family tree when they desert. Marvellous. And that's happening quite a lot these days. There's a fair few that have been scratched out. Right, so... King Thorgils, and his eldest son is Prince Haflidai, who's 27. Where are you? You're in Cannes right now. Dauntless, loyal, religious. Okay. You know what? You're competent. Ooh, heir apparent. I was about to say, ooh, he's got something that gives him authority. No, he's the heir apparent. That gives him authority. Okay, he's not terrible. He's not actively awful. That's all we can flipping hope for in this age of the Danes in decline. Now, what the bloody hell was going on with you bastards? We've got... Right, you have indeed sent quite the army. Okay, I'd say the forces at Gaza might need to be temporarily diverted down south to go and deal with the bloody Sicilian problem. Right, Gaza, what can we train here? You've already got yourself some really nice troops in this regard. You could probably do some cavalry, couldn't you? Yeah, some proper cavalry... That will do the job quite nicely, in fact. 2 bits of proper heavy cavalry, together with just some Norse axemen, because why the bloody hell not, eh? Now, Antioch's unhappy, because I've taken away large parts of its garrison, so I think we've actually just got, presumably... Okay, we should have some spare troops just floating around, don't worry. Especially as we may as well just kind of send troops over to Antioch, so... Okay, why are you so miserable? You should be happier. Or possibly because there was just a massive loss, but I'm sure it's fine. And Aleppo, just basically, yeah, keep training good, solid troops, just in case we need more of those guys to back us up here. We've got a really nice little force right there. We've got a new king, King Thorgils. He's going to do a good job. He's going to do a better job anyway. Good old Thorgils. The nice thing about Thorgils' job is he has to follow King Skapti. So it doesn't matter how badly he does, he's going to look pretty good as far as the history books are concerned. Right, and as for you, my... Oh... Balls. The Turks have indeed already made it to Yerevan quite some time ago. So we might need to kick them out of flipping there, unfortunately. And they're soon going to have Baghdad. Yeah, so far the Turks have done pretty well out of this whole situation, though hopefully some of this force might at some point head towards Iconium. Like, if the entire Mongol horde, after all of this, just bypassed me and started heading into Europe, that would be unusual, but it would be quite welcome in some ways. Meanwhile, whatever happens next, if they do change their minds and go for Kaisaria, they've wasted too much time. Ballista towers are about to be done, and that's going to give this place a much better chance of flipping survival. As indeed just the additional troops I can just keep training at Kaisaria now. So Adana is going to be back at full strength. Kaisaria is going to be at full strength. And that's going to be, yeah, fortress with towers. This is just a castle, which is not so good, but screw it, it'll still put up one a hell of a fight. Now, the Venetian situation. What are we going to do with you bastards? Because Frederick the Honourable, good morale bonuses off all that chivalry. Possibly what we want to do is just basically send him forward to take care of that. While this force of Carla V, actually, yeah, That now needs to be the anti-pope fort. We need this new pope taken care of, and then the flipping traitor Snorri of Grainer needs to be taken out too. So you head over there. Venice, you just basically train some actual flipping troops, just in case the bastards, like, come back or whatever. And this force over here, yeah, just start heading in this direction, please. And please don't get yourself assassinated. Alright, this force isn't great, but it might have to flipping do. It's not got yet. It's a lot of mercenary crossbows, whole bunch of heavy infantry. Let's just start moving it at these guys, seeing what we can do here. And just train up some artillery as well, because if we are going to move and take out their capital down here, we're going to flipping need it. Now, what about this force over here? Yeah, we need to start building together a decent force in this part of the world. So, send the damage stuff back up to Bran, just leave it outside for the time being. So what I've got here is basically, yeah, a whole bunch of infantry, tiny bit of range. So, solid infantry would be welcome, as of course would be multiple cannons. So you guys just merge into that. Any actual, here we go, flipping decent experienced Norse archers with some actual armor on them, together with some strong cavalry, together with, yeah, upgraded weapons too. That's nice, that's very, very nice indeed. What else do we need here? Screw it. Some extremely experienced Viking raiders. Nice. That is a decent army right there. You get back in there. Get on the retraining, please. Thank you very much indeed. And yeah, as we were mentioning, this dodgy but okay force, just head down onto this bridge, see if we can lure the bastards forward. You, Kolbane of Valborg, hang out in Zaragoza for a bit. We should have reinforcements, yeah. We should have reinforcements coming through the mountains pretty soon. And if you're very, very lucky indeed, they won't actually go rogue, because now we've got a still probably slightly incompetent, but not quite so incompetent king. So hopefully they'll actually stay loyal for the moment at least. Yeah, and there's Palermo, looking relatively unguarded. Might actually be an easy pick-off there. Could be something well worth doing, as the Sicilians are starting to flipping annoy me. So, proper war footing with multiple armies here. What the bloody hell's going to happen next? This is getting interesting. We've already won the campaign, and now it's started getting flipping difficult, which is just absolutely marvellous, isn't it? Right, what the flip's up next? Ah, don't forget to put you back in the city, by the way. Get in there, thank you very much. Just don't forget to... Okay, just figure out how to merge units, alright? You can figure this out, I believe in you. Right, Spain. Oh flip. They just took the bait. The biggest, nastiest army of all just took the flipping bait. If we can win this battle, Spain will be completely screwed, because this is what they've actually got. But what they've sent is their faction heir, supported by ludicrously large amounts of really, really heavy infantry, and 3 trebuchets at the back to support. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would say that is enough for now. King Skapti is dead. Good. Good riddance to bad rubbish. King Skapti is dead. We have actually begun our war in earnest against the flipping Mongols. We've actually gone on the attack against the bastards, and we're drawing up our armies much more aggressively too. Hopefully we can pull them in, though... Perfect scenario, I suppose, actually, they just naff off and attack the Turks. That'd be just flipping magnificent as well. But next time, we have got one hell of a fight against the Spanish. We've got to hold a bridge against a really, really nasty, tough, meaty Spanish force. I've got plenty of armor piercing here, but they've got artillery, and I've got none at all. So... we might lose this one. This could genuinely be one we lose here. I think that's very, very possible looking at the army that I've got prepared, because plenty of my firepower is just not armor piercing, and plenty of my troops are a little bit on the damage side. So we'll have to see if I can pull this one off. And after that, the Venetians are probably coming for me, and so are the Mongols too. So we might have a lot of really, really big battles coming up over the next part, ladies and gentlemen. And that's coming very, very soon. But in the meantime, I've been John. It's been many a true nerd. This has been Medieval 2 Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye. I've created a small problem in my road system, which is, it's literally impossible for anyone to ever go back into town. And this building shall be where we produce our zebras. And this much taller building next door is naturally where we produce the giraffes. Does anyone remember how the road system went? I think it was something like this.